My boyfriend always locked his phone, said it was just habit. One night, he forgot. The last text read, "Can't wait to do that again tomorrow." I sent her a message from his number. "Meet me at our spot." When she showed up, I was sitting there with his mom. We were together for 3 years. Lived in Knoxville, Tennessee. We weren't married, but it felt like we were. We shared bills, a car, and a damn bed. His name was Derek, and I thought he was the one. He was polite, funny, good with kids. He brought me flowers on random Thursdays. People saw us and said, "Y'all are perfect together." And I believed them. I believed him. Until the night I saw the truth. Let me tell you how it started. Derek always had his phone on lock. Always. I mean, the man could be brushing his teeth and still keep that thing face down, out of reach. First few months, I didn't care. Then I noticed he never left it out when I was around. If it buzzed, he turned the screen over. If I asked who it was, he'd smile and say, "Brian from work," or "My cousin." Always the same. Just someone from work. I asked him once why he always kept it locked. We were getting breakfast at Waffle House, and I saw him type in a code real quick. I said, "You ever gonna tell me what's in that phone of yours?" Laughing, trying to keep it light. He kissed me on the forehead and said, "Just habit, babe. I've always been like that. But habits don't send heart emojis and late night, can't sleep without you messages." I should have known. I should have trusted my gut. That night, everything changed. He went to bed early. Said his head hurt. I was on the couch, watching TV. It was quiet, just me and the sound of the old ceiling fan spinning above. I looked over and saw it, his phone. Left out, no lock screen. The screen was on. Just sitting there like a loaded gun. I don't know what came over me. I walked to it real slow. Like it was gonna jump. I picked it up. No code. Just open. First thing I saw was a message that made my stomach drop. "Can't wait to do that again tomorrow." Face-blowing kiss. It wasn't from Brian. It wasn't his cousin. It was from someone saved as S. I tapped the name. No photo. No last name. Just S. I scrolled up. My eyes burned. It wasn't one message. It was a whole damn thread. Her calling him baby. Him saying he missed her kisses. Talk about our spot, a place I didn't even know existed. Pictures. Her in a red dress, with a drink in her hand. Him shirtless, in what looked like our apartment. He had her in our place. In our bed. I couldn't breathe. I felt stupid. Like a joke. Like I was the only one who didn't know what was really going on. Then something in me clicked. I stopped shaking. I stopped crying. I got real calm. And I texted her. From his phone. "Meet me at our spot tomorrow night. Same time." She replied instantly. Of course, winking face, can't wait, face-blowing kiss. That's when I made a plan. And I wasn't going alone. I texted his mom the next morning. We'd always gotten along. She thought of me like a daughter. I told her I needed to talk to her in person. Just me and her. I didn't give her details. Just told her to meet me at Pine Ridge Trail, the place they always went when Derek came to visit her in high school. The same place he called our spot with this other woman. She showed up. Wore her usual blue cardigan. She looked worried. I told her everything. I showed her the messages. She didn't say a word at first. Just stared at the phone like it was on fire. Then she said, "I raised him better than this." That's when I knew she was on my side. We planned what would happen next. Together. We were going to be the ones waiting at their spot the next night. And S? She was going to walk right into it. The next night came fast. I barely slept. I didn't eat. I felt numb, but focused. His mom picked me up in her old silver Honda. I had Derek's phone in my purse. We didn't say much during the ride. Just looked straight ahead. She was gripping the steering wheel like it might fly away. We parked near the entrance of Pine Ridge Trail, the same trail Derek used to take dates on in high school. I didn't even know about it until I read it in the texts. They called it our spot, like it was some private little paradise. Just a gravel trail, some trees, a bench. Nothing special. But it was theirs. And tonight it was mine. We got there early. His mom sat on the bench. I stood a few feet away where I could see the trail entrance. At exactly 7:13 p.m., a car pulled in. A red Mazda. She stepped out. She looked like the kind of woman who wears perfume to the grocery store. Tight jeans. Leather jacket. Long black hair. Pretty. Younger than me. Probably didn't know Derek was living with someone. Probably thought she was the only one. She walked down the trail with a little bounce in her step, like she was meeting a lover. She didn't see me until she got close. Then she froze. I didn't say anything at first. I just stared. Her eyes flicked to me, then to Derek's mom sitting behind me. She looked confused. Hi, she said, slow and careful. I stepped forward. You must be S, I said. She narrowed her eyes. Who are you? I'm his girlfriend, I said. The one he's been living with for 3 years. Her mouth opened, but no words came out. Then his mom stood up. Her voice was low, calm. And I'm his mother. That got her attention. The color drained from her face. Wait, what? I handed her Derek's phone. You've been texting me since yesterday. She took it with shaking hands. Scrolled. Looked like she might throw up. I didn't know, she whispered. I swear, I didn't know about you. I believed her. I didn't even feel angry at her in that moment. She was just as lied to as I was. I thought he was single, she said, almost crying. He told me his ex was crazy. That she still lived with him, but was moving out. His mom stepped closer. You think this is some game he plays? Her voice cracked. You think you're the first? The girl, S, looked up, stunned. What do you mean? His mom turned to me. Tell her what you found. All of it. So I did. I told her about the other messages. The ones to different women. There wasn't just her. There were at least 3 others. I showed her screenshots. Different names. Different flirty messages. Some of them overlapped. Some were dated just days apart. Her hands shook. Oh my God, she whispered. Then her face changed. Like a switch flipped. Her sadness turned to rage. She asked, Can I be the one to ruin him? I nodded. His mom smiled a little. We'll help. We made a pact, right there on that trail. He wasn't just going to get dumped. He was going to lose everything. 1 woman might forgive. But 3? 4? Plus his mother? That's a storm no man walks away from. We didn't waste time. Her real name was Kendra, was done playing dumb. She wanted revenge too. She wasn't just some side girl anymore. She was angry, humiliated, and ready to burn everything down with me. We went back to my apartment together. His mom came too. Felt strange at first, all of us there in the living room like some twisted Girl Scout meeting. But we had a mission. Kendra helped me go through Derek's phone again. This time, we looked deeper. Not just at her messages. Not just at mine. We looked for everything. That's when things got worse. There were more women. Not just 3 or 4. 6. Some saved under fake names. Some under initials. One was even saved as Dad's doctor. Another under electric company. Like we wouldn't notice. He was running a whole damn system. He'd stagger them. Talk to one mostly during the week, another on weekends. Complimented them all the same way. Miss your laugh. You always smell so good. Same damn lines over and over. I felt sick. But I kept reading. Because that wasn't the worst part. One girl? She sent him money. Thousands. We checked his Venmo and Cash App. He told her he needed help getting out of a bad living situation. She called him her sweet Derek and said she believed in him. We looked her up. She lived in Texas. She was older, late 40s, maybe early 50s. From her photos, she seemed sweet. Soft. Lonely, probably. And he bled her dry. I need to talk to her, I said. His mom nodded. You should. So I messaged her. Told her the truth. Sent her screenshots. She didn't reply that night, but the message showed read. That was enough. Then came the real plan. We had 4 women on board now. Me, Kendra, the woman from Texas, her name was Valerie, and one more we found through Instagram DMs, a girl named Bree who worked at a local gym. We made a group chat. We called it Derek's wake-up call. And together, we planned the exact day and time everything would come crashing down on him. That Sunday, Derek came home like nothing was wrong. He kissed me on the cheek, asked what was for dinner. Sat down on the couch, shoes still on, phone already in hand. I stared at him. The gall, the absolute nerve of this man. He looked up and smiled. You okay? You're quiet. I smiled back. Sweet as sugar. Yeah, just tired. The plan was already in motion. At 6 p.m. sharp, all 4 of us sent him the same photo at once. A selfie. Of us. Together. We were sitting at a cafe downtown, right near his office building. Smiling like lunatics. Kendra held up a sign that said, "Surprise, asshole." Within seconds, his phone buzzed nonstop. I watched the panic spread across his face. His jaw locked. His hand gripped the phone so tight I thought it'd crack. He looked at me, eyes wide. What is this? I leaned in. It's your wake-up call, Derek. He stood up fast. What did you do? What you did, I said. We just showed the rest. He stormed out. Slammed the door so hard it rattled the glass. But it wasn't over. Not even close. After Derek stormed out, I sat in silence. I didn't feel better. Not yet. Not even close. This wasn't just about getting back at him. This was about showing him he couldn't play with people's lives and walk away. He didn't come home that night. Or the next. But on Tuesday, his mom called. He showed up at my place, she said. Crying. Like a little boy. I asked her what he said. He's trying to flip it, she said. Said you set him up. That he was just confused, that he caught feelings for someone else, but he still loved you. She paused. I didn't buy it. Good. That same day, Kendra called me. She was shaking. He showed up at my work, she said. Parked outside the salon and waited. Just sat in his car, staring at the door. You okay? I asked. I am now. My manager walked me out. But he looked unhinged. We weren't dealing with a smooth-talking ladies' man anymore. He was unraveling. The charm was gone. The mask had slipped. Now he was just a scared man with no control. Then Valerie called. I got a message from a number I don't know, she said. Said, you ruined my life. No name. Just that. We all knew it was him. That night, we met up again. All 4 of us. In my apartment this time. Valerie brought folders. Bank statements. Screenshots of money she'd sent. Over $7,000 in less than 6 months. Rent. Groceries. Emergency bills. Kendra said, you could report him. Maybe even sue. Valerie was quiet. Then she said, I already did. She had filed a police report. Showed them everything. Screenshots, bank records, messages. She was pressing charges for fraud and coercion. And that changed everything. Now it wasn't just revenge. It was legal. A week later, Derek was served. He tried calling me 10 times. Left voicemails crying, begging. Said it was all a mistake. Said he'd go to therapy, change for real, be a better man. I didn't answer. Then he showed up. Middle of the day. Pounding on my door. I didn't open it. But I called the cops. I told them he was harassing me. That I was afraid. And with Valerie pressing charges already, they took it seriously. They made him leave. Later that night, I got a message from a number I didn't know. It was Bree. She hadn't spoken much during all this. She was the quiet one. But this time, she had something to say. He was engaged, she wrote. To someone else. Not any of us. I stared at the message. What? Her name's Alyssa, Bree wrote. I found her on Facebook. She lives in Chattanooga. They've been engaged for almost a year. I felt sick all over again. 6 of us weren't even the whole picture. There was another woman. The real fiancé. And she didn't know a thing. I didn't sleep that night. The thought of this woman, Alyssa, living just 2 hours away, planning a wedding, maybe picking flowers and tasting cake samples, made my blood run cold. She was the real one. The one he lied to more than any of us. The one he was going to trap for life. And she had no clue. I called Bree the next morning. We're going to tell her. Bree hesitated. Are you sure? I mean, she might not believe us. I don't care, I said. She deserves to know. We reached out together. Bree messaged her on Facebook with a long explanation, screenshots, photos, the group selfie. It was brutal, but it was the truth. Alyssa didn't answer right away. Hours passed. Then finally, she replied. Call me, please. She gave us her number. We got on a video call with her. I'll never forget the look on her face. Pale, frozen, like someone had ripped the floor out from under her. She barely spoke, just listened. Then she said something that stopped me cold. He told me you were his sister's friend. That you lived with them after a bad breakup. He said you were in love with him, but he didn't feel the same. I nearly choked. I told her everything. That he lived with me. That he was in my bed every night. That he told me she was a coworker who wouldn't stop flirting with him. She didn't cry. Not then. Just stared into the screen like her world was crumbling in real time. Then she said, "Thank you," and hung up. 2 days later, I got an update. From Kendra. Girl. Alyssa burned his shit. I thought she was joking. No, I mean literally. She dumped all his clothes on the lawn and lit them on fire. Cops came and everything. Neighbors said he showed up screaming and she just pointed to the flames and said, "We're done." She didn't press charges. Didn't need to. She just ended him. That same night, Valerie texted the group. His job fired him. HR got an anonymous email. Guess they didn't like the screenshots. He lost everything. The women. The money. The job. The fake engagement. His mother? She cut him off too. She told him not to contact her again. "You're not the son I raised," she told him. As for me, I moved out a week later. Got a new place across town. Small but quiet. Bree helped me pack. Kendra brought pizza. Valerie hugged me like a daughter. It still hurts sometimes. Not the loss of him, he was never real, but the trust, the time I gave. The years I can't get back. But I didn't just sit there and cry. I fought back. With truth. With fire. With other women who deserved better, just like me. Derek thought he could play all of us. Thought we'd never talk, never find each other. But we did. And he lost. Because when women compare notes, the game is over.